Hey everybody, welcome to the Institute, the place where we learn to be the leaders that God has called us to be. You know, we have a massive responsibility to lead the people in our care, and the Institute is the place where we are always looking to learn some new things about how to do that in a better way. And not just to be better, but to grow people and to grow ourselves and to further the growth of God's kingdom, which is why we're all here. So today I want to talk about this idea around a 30-minute meeting. You may think 30 minutes. How can you get anything done in 30 minutes? Well, I think if you put this tool into play, I think you will be amazed at what could be accomplished. Now, a few things about a 30-minute meeting. First of all, these meetings will happen more regularly than, say, an hour and a half meeting, these 30-minute meetings. And in these 30-minute meetings, here's a couple key things. The first thing is you have to come prepared. You need to come prepared and ready for the meeting, because oftentimes we'll come to a meeting and we have a few random ideas we want to talk about. We have a few decisions we made, but we haven't really thought through the real things that I need. So you really need to come prepared. And you need to come focused on what decisions you need made during that meeting. So if you walk into that meeting, you know there's 3 things I need from my supervisor. I need a decision made here. I need his thoughts on this, or I need her leadership to come in and lead this particular thing. Like, you thought through, this is exactly what I need. So you're prepared, and you're focused on what decisions you need to be made. And then the next thing I want to talk about is this idea. I heard this phrase a couple years ago, and I love it. It's the phrase economy of words. You know, it's interesting how careful we are, how thoughtful we are about how we spend our money. We don't just walk out the door and throw your money on the ground and just hope it does something good. But we tend to do those with our words, and especially in a meeting. We just talk about this and talk about that and tell the story about here and tell the story about there. And sometimes those words and stories are very important, but sometimes those words and those stories aren't important for this moment, for this decision that needs to be made, or this meeting that we're in. And so we need to make sure that we're really thoughtful about the words we say, because if we know, you know what, I got 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes to get these decisions made. I got 30 minutes to communicate this piece of information. I have 30 minutes to gain and get this piece of information. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this particular story, or at least for this long. And the key to a 30-minute meeting is when 30 minutes is up, you're done. And what we didn't get to, I'm sorry that we didn't get to it. I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow or the next day when we have the next 30-minute meeting. And that'll happen a couple times. And if you're the one who's leading that meeting and you're like, we got 30 minutes, we're going to accomplish this in 30 minutes. And at the end, you just say, I'm sorry, but the meeting's up. I head into my next one. Those who came to that meeting unprepared, who came to that meeting not thought through what they really need, the next time, they're probably going to be much more careful with the words they say. Now, this may sound harsh. Like, wait a minute, we need some time to talk about things. Well, there's plenty of times to do that. We have a whole day, or 8 hours, and there is times when you're sitting at lunch. There's times when you're walking along the road where, okay, maybe I'll get this information a different way. But if you realize I only got 30 minutes, I'm going to think really hard, what information do I need to share? Now, the person I heard this from is a guy named Patrick Lencioni. That's when I first heard this concept. And he said around their office, they moved to this. They don't have any meetings longer than 30 minutes, unless it's a specific strategy meeting where they say, we're going to dive into this thing and we already know it's going to take this amount of time. But their regular meetings, 30 minutes. And he said, we have gotten so much more accomplished in these 30-minute meetings than we ever did in a 90-minute meeting, a 2-hour meeting, because we are so focused. We make sure we're only talking about what we talk about, and it forces us to come well prepared to our meetings. So I know that we're going to start instituting this idea around Cherish in some different ways. And so when you do hear about it and your supervisor asks you to come to a meeting that's only 30 minutes long, Just know, okay, I'm coming prepared. I'm thinking through what decisions I need to be made. I'm going to think through the economy of my words. I'm going to spend my words wisely. And I'm also coming with some hope and anticipation that we're going to get some good stuff done in this 30 minutes. And then if you're leading one of those 30-minute meetings, the same thing. You're prepared for what you need to accomplish, what you need to hear, but you're also prepared to, when that 30-minute meeting is over and that 30 minutes is done, meeting adjourned. Because that's going to start to develop some really good habits amongst our team of focus. Let's get done what we need to get done, say what we need to say. And if we need to schedule another meeting tomorrow morning, maybe at the same time to do it again, we'll do it again. Because we need to make sure that we're prepared, focused, and ready to go.